What's going on, guys? My name's Don, bringing you the online strategy guide, and I have another best class set up for you guys as always. Before we get started, I wanted to talk about the assault rifles, but before we get started into the video, I wanted to talk about, I've noticed in my best class videos, I've always picked a gun that had a very dominant attribute about it, which is a very good thing, because guns with dominant attributes is going to give you a certain edge in the battlefield. Like if you have a gun that shoots high with a higher fire rate, you're going to do well up close. And I talked about my submachine gun video where the 50 round clip gave you a very big advantage for double kills, and my sniper video I talked about damage and range and how that was very important. And then my carbine video I talked about how the carbine had a very good fire rate to accuracy ratio, which is very important. So all those dominant features are really going to help you get an edge, but the thing is to use those dominant features you actually have to play a certain way. And what I haven't talked about is balanced weapons. And today for the assault rifles, instead of picking, a very dominant weapon like I could have, because there's plenty of dominant weapons, I picked a very balanced weapon, and that is the M4, as you guys can see. And what I love about this weapon is you can pretty much do it all. There's a lot of assault rifles like the AEK where it has a very high fire rate, but for you to be successful you really have to play up close and grimy, and that's how a lot of weapons are in Battlefield. But for the M4, it allows you to play conservative. You can still get up in their faces. It has a 750 rounds per minute, which is above average for the assault rifle, so it's very good, and you're going to be able to do very well up close, but that's also not too slow to where you're going to get hurt, and it's not too fast to where it cuts off your mid-range game completely, with the accuracy problems. This is probably the best mid-range assault rifle just because of the RPMs. It's very nice. You can do anything with this gun. I probably already said that before, but my favorite thing about this weapon is how it will form around your gameplay. I talked about in my previous Battlefield videos where you have to play a certain way for this gun to be very good and overpowered, but what makes this gun overpowered is you can play whatever way you're comfortable. So maybe you really want to use a certain weapon, but you just can't play that playstyle. You want to play more conservative, and that's what the M4 is great, and the M4 does a great job with that. And you'll notice in the end of the game I actually put a ACOG sight on my weapon, and I was able to laser him down. And there's a couple setups that make this gun very overpowered. First off, you can use the red dot and silencer. That's kind of my favorite setup for the up close action. Of course, you can be sneaky and deadly. This also kind of works nicely with mid-range, but if you want to play more like longer, mid-range to longer, you can also use silencer, ACOG, and bipod. And if you're a guy who likes to post up in areas, this bipod is seriously deadly. And with this bipod equipped, there's no gun that's better than the M4. It's just outrageously strong and overpowered. So that's what I have for you guys today. Instead of posting a very OP weapon, I decided to post a very balanced weapon. And if you guys are struggling to find a weapon, try this one out, because it's gonna form to you nicely. And if you're even if you have a weapon that you really like, but are just struggling with it at the time, try this weapon out. It's very nice. It's going to mold to you, and that's what I love about it. So that's the only down, bringing you the online strategy guide. Peace out, and if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you do subscribe, because my Battlefield videos are awesome. So peace out, guys.